Hi guys, it's Tenerife Island by Madre, and today we are going to Puerto de la Cruz city. Because of high humidity, the city and its region are surrounded by greenery of various colors. From cactus to grapes, mango, and almond trees, everything grows here. Having been to the south, where every tree is wrapped by irrigation tubes, you will want to return to the north as soon as possible and inhale oxygen with a full chest. Remember me? Breathe. Just breathe here. The main square is called Charco Square, Plaza del Charco. It's not even a square, but a little place with fountains and trees and playground. Here you can have a snack at a local cafe. Of course, when you are on this part of the island, you definitely need to try local seafood like little crew fish, which named camarones, fried calamares and octopus named chupitos, scallops, oysters, mussels, and fish, of course, fresh one. There is also a Canarian cosmetic store with aloe grown on this island, or actually on nearest island, which is Lanzarote, and which is Canarian island too. This small white building with a built-in bell arch for one bell is the Chapel of San Telmo, Ermita de San Telmo. It was built in the middle of the 18th century, and its appearance is very authentic. It's consecrated in the name of Pedro González San Pedro Telmo. This monk was known as the patron saint of sailors. In July, when the fisherman's holiday is celebrated in the city, the statue of the San Telmo as well as the Virgin Carmen from the Nuestra Señora de la Peña de Francia church is taken out of the church and then a decorated boat that is sent with the best fisherman on a solemn voyage. But I want you to pay attention to Canarian style. The ceiling of the church is wooden, as well as balconies, balustrades, massive chandeliers hang. So it's so attractive and amazing. What I liked in the windows of local shops in Puerto de la Cruz is not pearl products, which are plenty on the island, and the main shop named Tenerife Perla, I told you already. But these figures of ancient Roman and Greek gods made of bronze I prefer. Just look at them. And may I continue with the history, okay? Puerto de la Cruz was the main resort of Tenerife. Until in the 1970s, maybe, they began to actively develop the southern coast, building Las Americas, Los Cristianos, and other cities, and a second airport, of course, closer to the beaches. Yeah, it's hotter in the south, but the weather is also good in the north, and there is an atmosphere of a real Canary city, which attracts more people than a lazy beach holiday. Look at the ocean here. It is breathtaking view on the Atlantic Ocean here, and the color of water is different from the south. There is a rocky coast and huge waves, so this place is especially loved by surfers. So, Bateria de Santa Barbara, here we are. It reminds us that Puerto de la Cruz has long been the main port in Tenerife, after the destruction of Garachico city by a volcanic eruption in 18th century. It was designed to ward off corsairs and pirates from the port, and now here you can find a collection of cannons of the 18th and 19th century. There is a legend that the famous pirate Carapera hid his treasures somewhere in caves near Puerto de la Cruz, maybe even in a grotto, who knows? Puerto de la Cruz originally developed as a port for the La Orotava city, exporting sugar and wine to the New World. From its foundation in 1506 until the independence from La Orotava in 1651, it was known as Puerto de la Orotava. But today, the port is easily noticed by fishing boats that swing on surface or stand on land. There is a museum in the fishing port in a building close to Bateria Santa Barbara, Museo del Pescador. It has models of ancient ships, fishing galleys, Spanish galleons, pirate corsairs, and sailing ships inside. All these models are worked out in details, and you can even see the barrels, the steering wheel on the deck of ships and sails. I like places like this. This allows you to show your children how beautiful sailing ships used to be, tell a story about pirates, There is also a poster showing the variety of fish in the north of the island. It's hidden little pearl, this museum, you know. It gives you the feeling of the old Puerto de La Cruz. There are many small interesting subjects to study. For example, how to knit sea knots. Do you know? Me not. Voluntary donations in this museum are welcomed, but it's free. And I recommend this place to visit from all my heart. And on top of it, it's actually a fish restaurant, which you can like to. It's nice with gorgeous ocean view. Nearby, it's a shop with astrolabes, sextants, compasses, and other devices for sailors and people who likes it, like me. Puerto de la Cruz actually good in street art too. And now we are going to see the Laura Tava Valley, Valle de Laura Tava, from the observation deck. Probably it is the best place to look at all the plantations and fields against the background of the Atlantic Ocean. It was a day full of discoveries and new emotions. Thank you for being with me. I'm not saying bye to you, just hasta luego. Ciao.